Let's talk about why women don't go on a date with you after they gave you their number. You might be thinking, if they gave out their number, doesn't that mean they're interested? But there is a flaw to this idea. So there's two things you need to remember. First thing, you need to first figure out, is your interaction good enough? After the interaction, did you leave enough value for her to actually reach out, right? Is she thinking about you, getting excited, right? That's the first thing. Because here's the thing, you might be good enough for her to give you her number, but maybe you're not good enough for her to think about going on a date with you, because those two things are two different things, okay? That's the first element. And let's quickly talk about the second element, which is maybe your text game sucks. Maybe you reek of desperation, and that's why women sense that energy and they don't want to go on a date with you, okay? Either way, you need to figure out which one is the problem and then specifically put in specific effort, okay? So how do you realize which one is the problem? The first thing I would say is see if most girls are texting you back at least once. Are they texting you back at least once with a decent answer? If you text them, hey, it was nice meeting you, blah, 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 is she texting back with the same amount of effort? Okay? Hey, it was actually nice meeting you. Like, I got a bit startled, blah, blah, blah. Right? Is she matching your energy? That's the first indicator. If that's done, you're doing well in the interaction. Maybe, in that case, maybe your text game is the problem. But if she's not texting you back, if she's like liking your, hearting your messages after you saying, hey, it was nice meeting you, blah, 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 she hearted, right? That means your interaction was simply not good enough. So, cool guys. Once you figure out what the problem is, now let's talk about the solution. So, if you're not having a good enough conversation, what is the problem? I would say 70 to 80% of guys are too much in control, right? You have control muscle and release muscle. Control muscle means you're trying to control your thoughts. You're trying to think what to say. You're trying to think like all these like structures of conversations. But here's the thing. Once you think too much of what to say, you become more stiff. It's like you're in your head. It's like, excuse me, hey, just want to say hi. Like you have this stiff kind of energy. And I would say 80% of guys have the same problem. Look in the mirror, or if somebody ever told you that you look like a robot, you sound like a robot, that's your case, okay? After fixing that, I would say if you're lacking some structure as well, first thing, remember the release muscle. Second thing would be structure. Are you lowering her guard? Okay, one thing that you need to think about is the women's perspective. So if you're approaching a girl on the street, imagine you're that girl and a random dude comes up to you and he's like, hey, excuse me, just saw you, I thought you looked cute, blah, blah, blah. The first thing that goes through your mind is, who the fuck is this dude? Who the hell is this dude? Okay, in that case, what I want you to do is lower their guard. Okay, we call this buffer words, buffer sentences. I would say something like, hey, you know what? I totally understand this is kind of weird. I'm just a random stranger, just, talking to you like random things right now. But I would like to get to know you, right? I actually live around here. My name is Jay, and I do this for work. So you can see I'm not like a total weirdo, okay? So use those buffer sentences, and it looks like this. You open, hey, excuse me, I thought you looked cute today. And then you move on to the buffer sentences, and then you try to close, okay? Hey, you know what? I'm actually into coffee. Are you a coffee person? Cool. Maybe let's get some coffee sometime. Okay, you close. 3-step process, very simple. Okay, try that out, and what you're gonna realize is it becomes way much more easier for the girl to say yes. Okay, women have this idea that they shouldn't give out numbers too easily because they look like a slut, okay? In order for you to get past that anti-slut defense, you need to put in those buffer sentences, okay? Once you do those two things, you're almost there. You built enough value for her to think about you and consider you as a proper date, okay? Then we move on to the text game, okay? The text game. So text game is similar to real-time interaction. Because in a sense that they can feel your energy. They can feel if you're desperate or not, okay? Even one sentence of your text gives out an idea of who you are, an idea of who you think, where you're at in the social hierarchy. And if it's lower than theirs, if you're chasing, they feel that and they run away, okay? There's a phrase, like if you chase, they run away. So what I want you guys to do is take a deep breath. Because I see too many guys trying to close from the beginning. Hey, it was nice meeting you. When do you want to go on a date? Calm down, bro. Like, calm down, okay? I'm gonna give you a structure first, okay? So here it goes. Hey, it was nice meeting you. It was very impressionable, blah, blah, blah. That's the opening text, okay? You get to know her by sending get to know her text, okay? Maybe a couple times, maybe 3 times, okay? Vibe like a normal person, okay? Give personal input. Try to be, not try to be funny, but be witty with your words, okay? And then what you want to do is set up a date. Hey, by the way, what are you doing in the weekends? I'm actually doing X. Maybe you should join me, okay? There's a structure. Beginning text. Hey, was nice meeting you, blah, blah, blah. Small talk, and then close, okay? If you follow this structure, there's no big problem. But I guess, yes, the more important thing is not reeking of desperation, guys, okay? If you do those 2 things, there's not going to be a problem with your text game. And also, if you do this properly, what ends up happening is women are going to chase you, okay? So we talked about the 2 reasons why women are not going on dates with you. Figure out which part is the problem for you, and then, yeah, let me know in the comments how that changed your game.